Sixin is a Turkish horror movie that goes deep into the unsettling world of black magic, curses, and the consequences of tampering with forces beyond human control. Directed by Alper Mesai, it takes a bold approach to storytelling by blending supernatural horror with cultural and religious elements, creating an atmosphere that feels both haunting and unique. The plot revolves around Oznur, a woman consumed by her forbidden love for her cousin, Kudret. When Kudret chooses to marry someone else and build a life with his wife and child, Oznur's jealousy and obsession push her to make a dangerous choice. She turns to a black magic practitioner to cast a spell and win Kudret back. But as you might expect, things go horribly wrong. The curse sets off a series of terrifying and unexplainable events, dragging everyone involved into a nightmare far worse than anyone imagined. What makes Sixin stand out from other horror films is its eerie, oppressive atmosphere. The visuals are dark and moody, with a focus on dim lighting and claustrophobic spaces that keep you on edge throughout the movie. The sound design is equally chilling, using unsettling whispers, distant screams, and a haunting score to amp up the tension. It's not the kind of horror that relies on constant jump scares. Instead, it builds a sense of dread slowly, pulling you into its dark world. The film doesn't shy away from disturbing imagery either. There are scenes that are genuinely horrifying, not just because of what's happening on screen, but because of the emotional weight behind them. The way it uses cultural and religious themes adds another layer of unease. Even if you're not familiar with Turkish folklore or Islamic spiritual beliefs, the movie does a good job of making the stakes feel real. The performances are another strong point. Merve Ateş, who plays Oznur, delivers a gripping portrayal of a woman unraveling under the weight of her own choices. Her performance balances vulnerability with an unsettling intensity that keeps you glued to the screen. The rest of the cast is equally effective, making you feel the fear and anguish of their characters. That said, Sixin isn't without its flaws. The pacing can be slow at times, especially in the first half, as it sets up the story and characters. While the build-up adds to the tension, some viewers might find it a bit too drawn out. Also, if you're not familiar with Turkish culture, you might miss some of the nuances and references, but it doesn't take away from the overall impact of the film. In the end, Sixin, 2014, is a chilling, thought-provoking horror film that stands apart from mainstream horror. It's not just about scares, it's about the darker sides of human emotions and the terrifying consequences of obsession and envy. If you're into supernatural horror with a deeper, cultural twist, this movie is worth your time. Just be ready for some seriously unsettling scenes that might stick with you long after it's over. My rating for Sixin, 2014, is 4 out of 5.